Coach Ivy takes care of the talent on her team the same way you take care of the talent on yours. Principal, proud sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
Let's talk Panera's new Mix and Match menu. Choose 2 or more, it's just $4.99 each. Hold up, is that Soprasada, Focaccia, Fuji apples? And it's $4.99 each? That's a deal that's actually a meal. It's the new Mix and Match menu at Panera.
Inside the NBA has it all. The hustle, the swag,
this drip right here,
and whatever's going on here.
I don't know that, man.
Home of Inside the NBA, all season, playoffs, and finals long.
You wash your whole body every day, so why don't you wash your whole mouth?
Listerine. Wash your mouth.
Hello, Sydney. I've been planning this for a very long time.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
Biggest deals of the year big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Oh, yeah.
And now get 0% APR for 60 months with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days. Plus $1,000 Truck Month cash on select Ford vehicles.
In the wild, everything is always in front of you. Sauvage Elixir, Dior.
Well, among the luminaries at Cameron Indoor, the legendary Coach K. He's repping Army today in that pullover. Of course, he's a West Point guy. Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is in the house as well.
As well as a Duke grad, so back not in with the crazies, but right above, I'm sure, Commissioner Silver at some point may have been in there with the Cameron crazies.
I think there's a pretty good chance.
I do believe we know he's crazy about basketball, no question about that, but Adam Silver, the best commissioner in sports, the players commissioner, does a great job with the NBA.
Duke on top, 28-12. Virginia in early trouble here at Cameron.
And OB, this is a Virginia program that has done a tremendous job throughout this season alone with double-digit comebacks and coming up with wins as Devin Tillis is able to attack the basket, get fouled, get to the free throw line. But those double-digit comebacks on the road, etc., are different than they are playing in this building. Everything is different in this building. And when you consider the way that Duke is defending to start this game, John Shire will continue to implore his guys to do the job on the defensive end of the floor.
Malik Brown with a foul, and Molly, you're listening in on the Virginia huddle.
Last time out, Virginia coaches were trying to calm players down in that huddle. The team looked frustrated. They discussed shot selection, how to get more momentum on offense, and the main focus for them is to continue their physicality on the defensive end. Take back control by pushing the pace, speeding Duke up, and coaches kept saying over and over again, just stay with it, keep pushing. Guys.
And that's really what they've done all season long, Molly. They continue to keep pushing. But one of the areas that Virginia loves to be able to push is with their 94-foot pressure. But they haven't played against a 6'9", 250-pound guy that can run the point. And that's exactly one of the challenges you run into playing against Duke, when you can just give the basketball to Boozer and let him facilitate your offense.
Duke scalding hot from 3, 7 out of 11. Virginia is 2 for 13. Inbounded, intended for Boozer, and slapped away by Virginia and Devin Tillis. And Patrick Gungba, the 6'11 sophomore, who is from Virginia, will check back in now for John Shire.
As is Malik Brown, as is Darren Harris, 3 Virginia natives on the Duke team. And Duke has kind of had a way of finding a number of guys, little, hidden gems in the state of Virginia. A guy by the name of Grant Hill is another one of them. Turned out to be a decent player.
He was okay.
Just okay.
Boozer fouled on the play by Grunloh, the 7-footer out of Germany. That'll be his second personal.
And we talked about
nothing easy for Boozer, by the way.
No, it hasn't been anything easy, and Virginia has tried to make a point of being physical, but with Grunloh picking up his second, you can bring Onyenso in the game and you're fine. The problem is with DeRidder. you don't have a replacement for what he does for Virginia, especially on the offensive end of the floor. So playing with those 2 fouls for DeRitter is even much more of a challenge. And now Ryan Odom taking him back out of the game after getting him in for a spell playing with the 2.
Cleaning up a little blood on what has been a hard-fought first half. Duke certainly with a major upper hand at this point, even though Boozer has been frustrated from time to time. Back at the foul line for another one. He has only 5 points, came in averaging 23. But Isaiah Evans has picked up lots of slack with 14.
And Cameron Boozer still without a field goal in this game. All of his points from the free throw stripe is on the end. He was able to get the easy one against the Duke defense. But at this point now for Virginia, 2s really aren't, I mean, they help, but they're not going to really hurt Duke. And Duke is taking away that 3-point line, and that's been the difference in this game. Duke 7 for 11, Virginia 2 of 13 from beyond the arc.
Foster takes the handoff, and the slam by Gungba.
Just a patient play by Foster getting into the painted area, taking his time, allowing Gungba to get into perfect position to catch the lob.
Onienso lost the dribble. And point guard Hall, he dishes here for Tillis, and he'll swish it in for the 3.
Much needed bucket for Devin Tillis, a veteran, brings experience, but now look at Virginia picking up 94 feet, continuing to try to put pressure on the Blue Devils and really try to take them out of their methodical offensive ways, see if they can find a way to speed them up.
Only the 3rd 3-point make for Virginia so far in this first half. Sarr, and they tie up Boozer and foul him again. They're putting all sorts of physical contact on him. Time for a 1-and-1 when we come back.
Darren Harris knocking down the 3 in front of the Camrys. And then Dame Sarr excited as Coach K looks on at his school.
Knock, knock, Capital One Bank guy. I just moved into the neighborhood. Can I borrow some Wi-Fi?
Sure, Chuck. That's what the Capital One Cafe is here for. Open 7 days a week at most locations.
Can I use your ATM? My dog walker only takes cash.
Anything for a neighbor.
Oh, my wash machine's on the fritz also.
I got just the thing. Ooh, you make a pretty good bank guy. Want to try the catchphrase?
There's no fees or minimums on Capital One checking accounts.
Now the other one.
What's in your wallet?
You're a natural.
Want to go to Burger King?
Kids don't need much to feel like royalty, and right now it costs even less. There are other kids meals, but only this one crowns you both. The Burger King Kids Meal, $3.99 for a limited time.
Good day, sir.
Oh, wait. You like Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a pepper thing.
Life, diabetes, there's no slowing down. Each day is a unique blend of people to see and things to do. That's why you choose Glucerna to help manage blood sugar response. Uniquely designed with Carb Steady. Glucerna, bring on the day.
Any pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 is Domino's best deal ever. Translation for basketball fans, it's like the GOAT of pizza deals. It's like down the baseline, through traffic, 360, double clutch, reverse, slam. Do I need to go on?
Domino's.
Since the dawn of time, man has been plagued by itch and irritation from not wiping clean. What man didn't realize is that wetter cleans better. See how Wet Dude Wipes completely clears while Dry TP smears? Ditch the itch and switch to Wet Extra Large Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down.
Congressional district lines ought to be independent and bipartisan, and no one believes that more than me. I was an original member of Virginia's bipartisan redistricting commission. But when Trump orders MAGA governors to rig their maps so that he can hold on to power, we cannot sit by and do nothing. So I'm voting yes on the Fair Elections Amendment. It's a temporary measure that restores fairness now and preserves independent and bipartisan redistricting in the future. Vote yes.
Tom, Kevin, Zubin on this penultimate Saturday of the season. Action everywhere you look, and coming up on the Jeep Halftime Report, Senior Day for the sport's current greatest winner, and the emotion flows. That's at the half. What are we seeing in the first half?
Duke's defense has been stifling. I thought UVA settled a lot, shooting 21% from three.
Absolutely. You don't go into Duke. You have to force the whistle. You do not go into Duke, and it's 14 to 21 of your shots are threes, and you're not making them. Plus, they're getting none of the speed game that Virginia has had right now. But they can get it going, but you've got to get the ball out.
Duke, by the way, 10 baskets off 9 assists. So sharing the sugar. Foster with 4 and Boozer with 2 assists.
But the free throw stripe, OB, Boozer has taken all the free throws in this game for the Blue Devils. And that's the only area where he scored in this game. Still does not have a field goal attempt. So Virginia's defense is doing his job, keeping him from scoring the points in the paint where he leads the ACC. But he's getting to that free throw stripe and getting Virginia's front line in foul trouble.
So Boozer with 7, 34-19. What does Virginia have to do to climb back in?
They've got to get some looks like this from Jakari White and get him to go down. It's important for Virginia to make threes in this to end this first half to build some momentum going into the halftime locker room.
Jakari White is one of the best shooters in the conference. We were watching him during pregame drills, just filling it up from three-point land. He made about 18 in a row at one point. Of course, nobody guarding you there. I get it.
Hey, he's still got to make the shots, OB.
5 to get it off here. Boozer drawing a lot of contact underneath. Another foul here for Virginia.
But Boozer's done the other things in this game, and we know he's a very versatile player, and he commands so much attention, OB, as we go inside the play. You throw the basketball inside to Cameron Boozer. Only Insel is going to be in help position. They don't want to allow him to play one-on-one. But as Chance Mallory goes out to take away the shooter, it leaves a wide-open look to Malik Brown under the basket from a great passer, not just a good passer. And Cameron Boozer, he leads the Blue Devils in assists at 4 a game, top 12 in the ACC.
And among the many things he's done this season, not done before, he's the first Duke freshman with a pair of 35-point games. Did it against Indiana State and Arkansas. 2:45 before halftime. And bolsters the lead back to 14. He has 9 in the first half.
And DeRitter back in the game now, OB, for an offensive possession. We'll see if Ryan Odom tries to get him off the floor on defensive possessions. And now as Chance Mallory is fouled.
Dame Sarr, his first. And tomorrow morning on ESPN and the ESPN app, the Women's College Game Day crew is at TCU at 11 a.m. Getting you set for a big day of women's basketball, highlighted by 5 top 25 teams and 3 rivalry matchups.
OB, College Game Day at TCU. It was just 2 seasons ago that TCU was taking open tryouts to fill their roster.
DeRitter in heavy traffic lays it up and in.
But the gamble for Ryan Odom works. You get DeRitter back on the floor for offensive possession. He gets a bucket. Right now, Virginia getting the lead back down to 12. And is trying to stem the tide before the halftime buzzer goes off.
He's playing with 2 personals. Evans up to set the screen. Evans has really been the difference maker in the first half. He's hit 4 threes. Gungba, yes! Left wide open and he drains it.
Gungba's 4th made 3-point field goal in ACC action. He can shoot it, doesn't shoot it at a high percentage, but will take those looks.
White can't connect, and Duke will have the basketball. Virginia's saying that they should have it.
But Dallin Hall telling Bert Smith that he wants to challenge, but this is the trick by the coaching staffs now, OB. They send a substitute to the table to give them more time for their bench to look at the review to see should they challenge or not. And Ryan Odom by sending Sam Lewis to the table, gets enough time from his bench to say, no, it's not worth the challenge. We can't afford to lose that timeout.
Now Duke with about 90 seconds before halftime, looking to really put a hammer down on Virginia. Gungba again. Too strong here. Here's Mallory trying to get right past Boozer, who commits the foul. That'll be his first of the half. Duke Blue Devils with the best record in college basketball over the last 2 years.
How about in this building? John Shire, 61-3 in his career in this building. Shire approaching the winningest coach in the first 4 seasons of all time in Division I history, 2 behind Brad Stevens at Butler, as he has continued along the succession of arguably the greatest coach in the history of this game.
Only 38 years old, took Duke to the Final Four last year. Trying to go even deeper this year.
Virginia once again picking up 94 feet, trying to put the pressure on. But Duke, well prepared for that pressure, able to get it into the half-court comfortably.
Evans with the dish and a deflection off Gungba. So Virginia will take over with 52 seconds to go. 5 turnovers in the half for Duke.
Tough pass right there to throw to a 6'11" guy running to the basket, throwing it at his feet. That's asking a lot of Gungba to be able to pick that one up and score.
Joe Lunardi has Virginia as a 4 seed at the moment. Coming into Cameron Indoor, trying to upend the #1 team in the country, but Duke is on top by 13 and with the basketball. Aiden Boozer to run a little clock here. About 10-second difference between the shot and game clock. Off to his brother, the All-America candidate, off a double fake, and back to the line where he has spent most of the day so far.
But it's such a smart play, OB. He goes to what is his go-to move, attacking one direction and spinning back. But on the spin, he sees the shot blocker, the ACC's leading shot blocker, on the insole coming over, and he just gives him a simple pump fake. Most shot blockers are going to go for the pump fake, gets him in the air, use his body, get into him, and then get to the free throw line.
Boozer has already drawn 6 fouls with 13 seconds left before halftime, and has 10 points. Foster back on now for Shire, and Grunlow back on for Odom.
Boozer set a career high, even though it's been a very short career in his freshman year. Career high 12 of 14 from the free throw strike on Tuesday at Notre Dame. OB, this will be his 12th free throw attempt of the first half. There's a strong possibility he could have a career high in back-to-back games.
And he will hit the bench with 13 seconds to go. Duke leading at 41-26. As they try and secure at least a share of the ACC regular season championship for the 22nd time. And that's going to be a turnover.
And that was a tremendous defensive effort. Great job by Isaiah Evans, who last year, OB, oftentimes couldn't get on the floor because of his defensive work, but does a great job staying in front of an elite basketball player and ball handler, and Chance Mallory forcing the turnover, giving the Blue Devils the basketball back with 2.6 in the first half.
A defensive stop for Evans, who has hit 4 threes. Duke, by the way, over the last 2 seasons, when he hits at least 3 three-point shots, they are 24-0.
And he has already had 4 today. Surprised he didn't get it here on the last possession.
They heave by Gungba. That won't go. But Duke on top at halftime, 41-26 over Virginia. Number 1 against number 11. Number 1 has had their way so far at Cameron Indoor. Coming up, playing in secrecy in the second half. Right now, Molly has John Shire.
Coach, how is your team battling Virginia's physicality on defense?
Well, I think we're battling pretty well, but they're really good. I think we have to clean up our defense still, but I think we're playing really hard against a really good team.
How do you continue to keep their offense kind of out of a rhythm?
Well, I think a big thing, as much as we can limit them, keeping them in the half court. You know, they're really good in transition, and they really crash the boards hard. So we have to hit bodies. We have to get that ball off the rim for sure.
All right, thank you, Coach. Obi.
Molly, thank you very much. Getting set for the second 20 minutes. Duke on top, 41-26. Coming up next, the Jeep Halftime Report with Zubin, Tom, and Kevin.
Dave, Corey, thanks. Indeed, we are inside the Jeep Halftime Report. Earlier in the week, Ryan Odom said it's going to take our best effort for me to walk it in my first game at Virginia at Duke to win. And boy, he's finding that out the hard way. Isaiah Evans has had quite the first half. I know you've been keeping your eye on him.
He's been tremendous. You look at him, he's averaging 14.5 points on the season. He has 14 points in the first half, and he's doing it because he's moving without the basketball. He's 4 for 6 from 3. They're setting down screens, pin down screens. He's coming off, he's making shots down, and he's filling it right now.
He is, and he's making shots because of plays like this. You run at him, he shot fakes, he gets the pull up. He's fantastic getting in the paint, especially what he did last week against Michigan. This guy is just growing every week.
There's no question about it, and keep in mind with a Duke win today, they will clinch the number 1 seed in the ACC tournament. On the way here on the Jeep Halftime Report, the number 1 winningest player in UConn history, 31-1 at home, already in the Huskies of Honor. The emotion flows for Alex Caravan. That is next.
Bringing you College Game Day takes an all-star team. So when it's their time to shine, we make sure they have what they need to succeed. It's why we cater to Kai and her impeccable taste. Invest in Todd and all the light he brings. And support Miles, who always brings the hype. We champion the talent on our team, same way you champion yours. Principal, proud sponsor of College Game Day.
We spent the last 9 years asking for the return of the snack wrap. And we won. But should we have been asking for even more? The hot honey snack wrap is here. Now we've really won.
ACE's YardRx program prescribes the best lawn care specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, you can get a personalized prescription delivered free from the helpful folks at ACE. Subscribe now and save 20% on everything you need all year. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Let's talk Panera's new Mix and Match menu. Choose 2 or more, it's just $4.99 each. Hold up, is that sopressata, focaccia, Fuji apples, and it's $4.99 each? That's a deal that's actually a meal. It's the new Mix and Match menu at Panera.
Today, conference rivals battle with March looming. First, a Big 12 revenge game. Then, a fight for the top of the SEC.
Just relentless.
A blockbuster doubleheader today on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Jim, we need a decision.
What's the question again?
Need clarity? Try SurveyMonkey.
Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert, doing it all for you, while you do more of what you love.
Live your destiny. Destin de Balmain. The new eau de parfum for her.
Ulta Beauty, the best place to shop fragrance.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diane.
Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cash back on every purchase. What's cash back?
It's new. Buy what you need, earn a little extra back.
Even on walkie-talkies, rope, and a baseball bat?
You betcha.
10 to 15 pumpkins? That works.
Absolutely.
How about flowers?
What he meant to say was flamethrower.
A what?
Hello, Sydney.
Welcome back to the Jeep Halftime Report.
It's tight at the top of the Big East. UConn, St. John's won against each other on their respective home floors, but UConn does have a half-game lead in the standings. St. John's will play tonight at 8 Eastern time. As we speak, UConn Seton Hall Senior Day, Alex Caravan was celebrated, and he is showing out in style. But Tom, you said on days like this, you can be sluggish and emotional.
Well, it can, but Seton Hall is a really good team. But the bottom line is UConn's playing well, but Seton Hall is matching this team. But a great shot right there on the 1-foot step back by Braylon Mullins, the freshman from Greenfield, Indiana.
And then here comes Hines. Look at Seton Hall here on the follow, Coach Keats.
Well, you know this Seton Hall team is going to fight. They do a good job. They're getting to the paint. They're driving the basketball.
They got a 1-point lead at the half. Earlier this morning on game day, I saw a graphic I never thought I'd see. What's wrong with Houston? They've lost 3 in a row. Look at this wild sequence. Coach Crean, Sinak here on the finish.
Oh, and the pass from Kingston Flemings, freshman to freshman. They've been dynamic the entire season.
And then speaking of dynamic and freshman, Coach Keats, it's Flemings to the cup.
Well, he's so smooth. You know, when he drives the basketball, you know it. And look at this play right here, man. The vision that he has. Great kick to the corner for 3. The guy knows how to play. Probably one of the most underrated freshmen in this class.
And then Sinak one more time. Houston, apparently there is nothing wrong with them. Rolling 55-29. Coming up next here on ESPN. Vanderbilt at Kentucky. It's an absolutely loaded day. It's the first of 6 here on ESPN. Remember, the last time Kentucky played Vandy, Kentucky scored just 55 points. Tom, I say this facetiously, Vandy leads the country in talented guys named Tyler.
Well, this Tyler we're going to focus on right now is Tyler Tanner. And what Tyler Tanner does, watch him with the ball at the top as we watch this action from the 25-point victory. We're going to see the switch right here. All right, Brandon Garrison switches out into Tyler Tanner. Eventually, we're going to get to number 13, which is down in the paint. That's who we want to keep an eye on as this goes through. He's in the lane right now, leaves it. The action's coming. They continue to stay with Garrison on Tanner. He can't shake him. He's reading the situation. They get the handoff. They go into the ball screen. Watch the seal on the bottom from Jalen Washington that creates the layup for Tyler Tanner. Kentucky has had a problem with this action all season long. Now we have the traffic up top, the 2-man game. But again, watch number 13, the Carolina transfer, Jalen Washington. Sets the screen seal, opens up the layup for Tyler Tanner. Kentucky has got to have answers for that today. Vanderbilt is very good at that action.
Well, and Tyler's tremendous at it. I mean, he makes you look bad in that action.
Yeah, and again, but it's Kentucky, it's like you have to be aware that you're going to get sealed. Your man is standing right next to you. And it's just an awareness thing, and they've got to be better at it because Vanderbilt is exposing more than Kentucky with it.
And if you're Kentucky, you must be aware. You've got to get the ball into the hands of the preseason SEC Player of the Year, Otega Oweh.
Well, he has to play well in this game. He was the bright spot in the last game against Vandy. He did have 20 points. But he's coming off 8 points against South Carolina, but he does it in so many different ways. He's great at getting out in transition. He's great in the passing lane, and he finishes. He needs to play well for Kentucky to have a chance to win this game.
And keep in mind that win over South Carolina snapped a 3-game losing streak for the Cats. Coach Crean mentioned Tyler Tanner. They have Tyler Nickel just over an hour away here on ESPN. A big one in the SEC. Back with more next.
This halftime report is presented by Jeep. There's only one.
Paradise doesn't always have palm trees. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Oh no. Oh no. My ring. The monkey stole my ring. Got it. Whoa.
You think you know something
Honey. Oh.
until one day they make an unexpected leap. It's like finding out E-Trade is running with Morgan Stanley, so you can invest and bank under one roof. Remarkable.
Don't let living with cancer define you. Discover an injectable immunotherapy, Opdivo Qvantig, for certain previously treated adults whose kidney cancer has spread. A chance to live longer, a treatment that's faster. Unlike an infusion that takes 30 minutes, Opdivo Qvantig lets you receive treatment quickly in as little as 3 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation. Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby.
A chance to live longer, a treatment that's faster.
Ask your doctor about Opdivo Qvantig. See OpdivoQvantig.com for more information.
We were returning home, and one of the flight attendants asked Bronx if he wanted to see the flight deck and meet Captain Andrew.
I got to sit in the driver's seat. It was so cool.
I grew up in an aviation family, and seeing Bronx kind of reminded me of myself when I was that age. He was fearless, he was confident.
It felt like I was the captain.
These small interactions can shape a kid's future.
That little snapshot of allowing my son to see the flight deck will stick with us forever.
Welcome aboard.
That's how good leads the way.
This halftime report is presented by Jeep. There's only one.
This morning on College Game Day, Coach Keats, Blake Cox to win 19 large.
Man, what a huge shot, and we know who is buying dinner tonight. $19,000, I think that is, Tom.
Unbelievable. And he airballed badly, the one right before that. Found that sudden burst of strength. Great accuracy.
He's a mechanical engineering major. He sized it up just perfectly. Now, this guy's paid a little more than 19 large to hit big shots of his own. This has been the Jeep Halftime Report. Back to Cameron for the second half next.
Now, when you get a Jimmy John's sandwich, you can add any bag of chips and a drink for only $1. You know, 4 quarters, 10 dimes, or 1 jillion pennies if you love counting. Whatever, $1, you get it. Jimmy John's. Oh, that's good.
ACE's YardRx program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, you can get a personalized prescription delivered free from the helpful folks at ACE. Subscribe now and save 20% on everything you need all year. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Meet Coach Niele Ivey. She's an expert in many things. Master motivator, savvy strategist, and the very definition of a player's coach. One thing she's not an expert in, quantum physics, which is why she recruited Sierra.
You're up.
ACE academic advisor. Coach Ivey takes care of the talent on her team the same way you take care of the talent on yours. Principal, proud sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
At Burger King, you're the celebrity. We're just your entourage. And this time, you asked us to hit the sweet spot. The Maple Bourbon Barbecue Whopper is back. It's saucy, crunchy, smoky, and all imagined by you. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today.
Every March, millions of people experience bracket brain. Thankfully, there's ESPN Tournament Challenge. So download the ESPN Tournament Challenge app and get you and your brain in the game.
Primetime is showtime for LA. The rematch of the NBA Cup Finals is a must-watch. And the duel in the mountains will shape the playoffs. Saturday primetime, Lakers, Warriors. And Sunday showcase, Spurs, Knicks. And Timberwolves, Nuggets on ABC.
Did you know the Walmart app has over 500 million items?
New patio.
He knew.
Hey, Meta, get this in slow-mo.
We've got ourselves a potty trainer. Look at her, using pull-ups training pants just like undies.
And if accidents happen, pull-ups back her up. So every day is a big flush forward.
I'm so proud.
Turd, you old softie.
I'm a big kid now.
What is this thing?
We're gonna find out.
What are you doing?
We're good.
Second half coming up. Duke with a 41-26 lead on Virginia. 15-point deficit for Virginia, their largest after a half this season. Well, maybe you've heard about this, although it's been told before. This is a story that still reverberates. The year was 1944, in the middle of the Jim Crow era. Restrictions barring blacks from HBCUs and whites who participated on the NCAA and NIT from playing against one another, but a courageous group of students from North Carolina Central and Duke University met at the Durham YMCA to challenge each other to a game. It was called the Secret Game and was won by Coach John McClendon and NCCU 88-44.
The game is no longer a secret, OB, as Cameron Boozer made sure to let us know with his T-shirt earlier today. But when you consider the fact that these two schools so close to each other and really how much they had to do in integrating this area, you consider how historic that was, and honestly, how historic this Blue Devil defense has been. When you consider what they've done to Virginia this afternoon has been something that the Wahoos have not seen all season long, OB.
No.
Only 2 second chance points for Virginia, one of the leading offensive rebounding teams in the country. And then you consider the fact that the Duke is out making threes at this level. When they're playing like this, they're going to be hard to beat.
Only 3 fast break points for Virginia. Their starting lineup has been held to 9 points. DeRitter has 7 of those. So it's been in many ways a classic defensive performance at Cameron Indoor for Duke. We are underway here in the second half. And Virginia with the basketball, trying to fashion a giant comeback.
Well, OB, believe it or not, giant comebacks for the Hoos have happened in this building before. Something we may look at later.
We just might peek in.
That's what we call a tease in the TV business, my friends.
It will all depend what the score is at the time we elect to do that. Foster on the drive, leans in, can't finish it.
How about Gungba, though, sticking with it right there, coming up with the offensive rebound and forcing Thomas to foul.
Let's get on to Molly McGrath for more on Ryan Odom and Virginia.
Yeah, that's right, OB. I talked to Ryan Odom at the half, and he told me